Life is a compendium of limitless possibilities where each day presents opportunities for growth, achievement, and fulfillment. However, from the moment we begin to dream and make plans for our future to the end of our days, there is an underlying question. How can one achieve victory in life? It's a question that resonates within the heart of every individual. The paths to success can be as diverse as humanity itself, making it challenging to find a one-size-fits-all answer. Many wish for a life handbook, a guide with clear instructions to navigate through life's twists and turns. But life doesn't work that way. The book of 2 Peter chapter 1 verses 3-4 says, "His divine power has given us everything we need for a godly life through our knowledge of Him who called us by His own glory and goodness." These words, dear beloved, are not just ink on paper. They are a treasure trove of wisdom, a sustenance for the soul. Everything you need to lead a purposeful, victorious life is already within your grasp. Welcome the promises that have been bestowed upon you by God. I want you to understand that within your very being, there's a wellspring of latent talents and capacities, poised to unfurl and blossoms with your touch. God has provided for you and I everything that we need to live life victoriously and purposefully. God has given you His Son, Jesus. He has given you His name. He has given you His Holy Spirit. He's given you the Bible, His Word. He has given you the fellowship of other saints like you, the church. He has given you the experience of counselors and elders around you. Permit me to say that the secret to a victorious life is in one word: God. Not in education, not in your ability to imagine or plan your life, not in your strength, not in your family, not in the privileges as a citizen of one country or another. The secret to assured victory in life is God. You may be asking, what do you mean? How is God the secret to victory? You see, although the human mind, the human nature, the human soul is filled with so much intelligence and ability that maybe we may never be able to fathom in our lifetime. I need you to expand your thought a little. If God created us, don't you think He would contain much more knowledge, ability, and possibilities than we would? I mean, there must be a reason He placed you here. There must be a reason He made you the way you are. There must be a reason why He placed you where you found yourself, gave you the kind of story you have. I am not saying everything looks great to you. However, if you truly believe that God is unfathomable in His wisdom and kind in His operation in your life, there must be a bigger picture in play over every life. You and I only see a fragment of the big picture. However, before Him lies the entire canvas of your journey. Your past, present, and future is right there before Him. You can only see your present and remember your past. You might be able to make a guess at your future and maybe imagine it. However, there is one who knows how your future will turn out, no matter how many decisions you make. He knows your outcome regardless. That is God. So let's think about this. In acknowledging God's all-encompassing vision of our lives, it's like recognizing we are part of a majestic symphony where each note, each crescendo, each pause has a purpose. You, my friend, are a vital part of this orchestration. And though the music might sometimes be soft and at other times overwhelmingly intense, It's all part of a grand composition. Trusting in the divine conductor's choices may not always be easy, but there's comfort in knowing that every movement has been thoughtfully composed. And as we stride through this garden of life, sometimes basking in sunshine, sometimes meandering through shadows, let us embrace the promises bestowed upon us. The soil of our souls is fertile with divine seed. Let's water them with faith, tend to them with love, and watch as they sprout into the magnificence they were destined to be. The journey is not just about destinations. It's about growth, understanding, and embracing the trials, triumphs, and the grace of the Almighty. David wrote in the book of Psalms, chapter 139, verses 2 through 6, "You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely. You hem me in behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain." He went further and added in verses 13 through 16, "You created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." You could read the whole chapter and see how David talked about the omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence of God. It is very amazing. So think about it. Wouldn't this be the best person to show you how to lead your life? Wouldn't this be the best person to keep you safe from the dangers along life's paths? You should know by now that the enemy of your soul, Satan, does not want you to be all right. He does not want you to end well, nor for you to be happy. Instead, just as Jesus said, he wants to steal, kill, and destroy you. Drawing on the scriptures again, we read from a well-known Bible passage, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 11, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." This divine assurance not only aligns with David's words, but reaffirms the unceasing watch and guidance of God over our lives. It highlights the reality that despite the intentions of Satan over our lives, God, in his omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence, has charted a course for each of us that is designed for prosperity, not disaster. It is this promise that offers us hope, security, and a promising future. Remember, you are under the watchful eye and the loving hands of the Almighty, who has planned every step of your journey before you even took your first breath. Satan is destroying people every day. He is destroying people through wrong decisions, bad associations, negative influences, dirty thoughts and habits, and wicked suggestions. So where is the guarantee of victory? It is in God. What's your relationship with God like today? If you are listening to me and you do not have a sincere and working relationship with God right now, you do not have assurance of victory in life. And I am not talking about having money or not having money, having a good wife or any such thing. I mean, having everything you thought you wanted in life only for you to come to the end of your journey to find out that none of it was worth it. and that your life is void of true peace and fulfillment, as if you just wasted your life. The book of 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 7 says, "I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith." These were the words of the Apostle Paul towards the end of his life while in prison. Now, let me share with you the words of a man who wasn't in prison, but in a palace. He learned that a victorious life may involve wealth, but it isn't solely about money or life's pleasures. The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 2 says, "Vanity, vanity, says the teacher. Utterly vanity. Everything is vanity." And at the end of his life, having seen the reality of these vanities, he said in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13 reads, "Now all has been heard. Here's the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind." What is the sum of life without God? It is this: a man lived and a man died. However, a life with God is a life with all of the advantages required to live fulfilled. Whether you are in a relationship with God or you aren't yet, these words are meant for you. I am constantly reminding you that God's plans for you are good, always good. Not only so, but He intends also to bring you into that goodness in light. Yet, for that to be a reality, dear beloved, you need to put Him first. God cannot lead you when you relegate Him to the rear. When He protects you from all directions. However, when He wants to lead, He has to take the lead. When you let God lead, life stops being just about getting by day to day. Suddenly, it's more than just work, sleep, and repeat. There's a whole new level to living that opens up. Think of it like this. Life without God is like being lost at sea. But when you have faith in God, He becomes your compass, your guide. He's the one who helps us through the tough trials, gives us a place to rest when we're tired, and gives us the strength when we feel we've got nothing left. When you let God take control, every day becomes an adventure filled with opportunities to grow, to make a difference, and to really get what life is all about. Life without God can feel like you're always chasing something more, like you're trying to fill a hole that just keeps getting bigger. But when God's in your life, it's like you become a river that's always flowing, that is full of love and abundance. You're not looking for happiness anymore because you're full of it. You're at peace. You're living with love and you're sharing joy. Why? Because you're living in harmony with God. Having God in your life isn't about limitations. It's about freedom. It's about finding real peace, real happiness, and real satisfaction. To put God first means to seek Him for anything and for everything. It means to commit yourself to finding out His will before you take any step. This doesn't only show that He is Lord over your life. It also shows that you have faith in His direction and intentions for you. It also shows that you love Him and are satisfied to have Him. So, remember, dear beloved, putting God first is more than a lifestyle choice. It is a spiritual journey of victory and triumph. As we invite God to guide our steps, we secure our paths from the potential pits of shame or defeat. Thus, by placing Him before our actions, we affirm that our future is marked not by uncertainty, but by divine assurance and blessed victory.